Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are all well. Okay, so this is our continuous session about the ST programming. Okay, so I think we have completed five to six around videos about the ST language. If you are new, so please start from the beginning, so it will be easy for you. And this is the simple how to create the means how to learn the ST programming from the ladder. So it will be very easy for you. Okay. So today I will discuss about the while do. Okay. So this is the one more instruction while do. Okay. So while do we can use the particular loop for particular execution. So if it is condition true, then particular loop will be executed. Okay. Okay, but where we can use this type of the loop? So today I will give you some example and how to make the program. Everything I will be discuss here. Okay, okay. So actually, people type operation first in first out. Okay, so either you have a instruction, you can use the instruction, but if you have not instruction, so you can use the do while you do while yeah while do loop. Okay, so means some data coming from the conveyor belt and sensor is capturing this data. Okay, and that data you want to shift to another register. Means every data or if any QR number you want to store and that data you want to move another register, then shift to next register, then shift to next register, then shift to next register. Okay, each and every product data you want to register in the next. Okay, so in this case you can use, otherwise fault identification means rejection. So if any bottle or any item on conveyor belt, okay, and there are some bottles is rejected, okay, and you want to remove from the belt and particular bottle, so that time also you can use this type of the loop. Okay, to while loop. Okay, so how we can use this loop? So this is the example is FIFO type operation. Okay, data will come in the first input, okay, and first output. Okay, so example I will explain here. Okay, so for this example, so for example, I have conveyor belt. Imagine I have conveyor belt and I am capturing some data from the sensors, and that data I want to move in the register. I store in the first input and out on the first output. Okay, so for that, first I will create the one DB. Okay, so I will create one DB. Okay, so in this DB, I will give this DB name short name, so it will be easy for understanding everything. And okay, what happened, bro? Okay, so this is simple DB. Okay, I'm giving the name is DB. Okay, so in the DB, I will make one array. Okay, so array for what? Array I want to store data. Okay, and I will make one index. Okay, for index I want to change the array sort, so index is required. Okay, so I will take one the array. Okay, means tracking whatever the data is coming, tracking data, it's coming in the this array. What is this? Track. Okay, so here I am taking the 9 array. Okay, so array of integer. Okay, so integer is my data type. Okay, integer is data type. Okay, but how many arrays I want, so that I need to define here. Means this is the simple value is 0 to 1, but I want 0 to 9. Okay, so I am adding here 0 to 9 of integer value. Okay, and one more is index. Index is a selection of the slot. Okay, selection of the slot that I will use in the program. Okay. Okay. So index is not in array. This is a simple integer. Okay. One sensor we can take. Okay. Sensor. So sensor basically coming from the input. For this is our understanding. I will take here boolean. Okay. Okay. So we need to define the address, particular input address I0.0 or something. Okay, I0.0, I0.1, whatever the. But here I am taking directly in the DB. Okay, so for understanding only. Okay, it is not for actual. Okay, actual we need to define one input for it. Okay. Okay. So now this is our array. Tracking is our array. So the data will be stored. Okay, so data will be stored in the 9, 8, 7. Okay, so integer data we can store from 0 to 9. It's 10 arrays. Okay, okay, so now just need to compile. Do not forget to compile every DB. Okay, DB block compilation is very important. Okay, okay, compile. Okay, so in this array, first in, first out. So first data I will store in the ninth. Okay. First data will be stored in 9, then 8, then 7, then 6, then 5, then 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. Okay. Okay. So here I am writing this program for first in, first out. Okay. I am adding here one SCL. Why is tracking? Okay. I am deleting this not required. Okay. So here I will start from the if condition. If what? If means if my sensor is okay. Okay, whenever the sensor will detect this, then after I want to start the process. Okay, so this is my input is the sensor. Okay, so everything will be executed on my sensor. Okay, DB. Okay, already I defined this in DB. Okay, but you require actual inputs. Okay, one. Okay, so one it is not required, so you can directly DB sensor. Then you can also use this. Okay, okay. Then we need to perform the process. Okay, so then true. Then I want to insert value in index. Okay, so then my index. Okay, I already prepare in DB. Okay, DB index. So here I will be 9 value in my index. Okay, because I am starting from the reverse. Okay, there is also one reason to start from the reverse. Okay, okay, DB index is equal to 9. Okay, now while I will use here while Okay. While what? While what? If index value is greater than 0. Okay. Which index value? db dot index value is greater than 0, then what? db dot index, okay, value is greater than 0. Okay, while db index value is greater than 0, then what? Then two, we need to perform something. So do, do db dot our db dot uh, db dot define array. 1 minute. db db dot, we already define array. Okay, array, and here I will add the index. Okay, so index, which index? This index, db index, db dot index. Okay, is equal to, I will explain. Don't worry if you are confused. Don't worry, I will be explaining everything. Okay, here again db tracking our array. If I want to work, then it will goes down, slow down. Otherwise, it's working fine. db dot our index minus 0. Okay, okay. db index is equal to minus 1. Then what? Then I want to again index minus 1. db dot index is equal to db dot, I will explain everything, don't worry, index minus 1. Okay, then first tracking means db dot, okay, tracking 0 0 is equal to 0. Okay, and here our loop is completed, means and while, and here our if condition is completed. Okay, and if Okay, so check it is error or not. Okay, don't worry, I explain. Please wait. Okay, so if is compile and there is no error, so no problem. Okay, so okay, how it will work? So this while condition, it will be work on the sensor input. Okay, so if sensor is equal to 1, so that time what will be happen, the index will be start from the 9, means from the last. Okay, so a 9 value will be shipped here. Okay, then db index greater than 0, so always greater than 0 value is greater than 0. So what will be happen is value is greater than 0, so db tracking db index, in index value, so whatever the value, okay, whatever the value, it will be transfer in the here. Okay, because it will be loop execute. Okay, again, then db index is equal to db index minus 1. So again it will be, what will be do, it will be index 8. Okay, so 8 will be value will be move. Okay, then again is 7. Okay, then if you first execute, means what will be happen, this sensor again is execute, so that time track 0, means 0 value will be 0. Okay, so if trace value will be come in this first here. Okay, so just check with the compile. So just I have add one things here, m0.0. Okay, so this is triggering for a db sensor. Okay, I will on this manually. Okay, m0.0. Okay, so here, okay, so this is my program. Okay, yes, right? DB sensor one. This is my DB sensor one. When it will become a one, then index 9 it will be move here 9. Okay, and DB index is 9 greater than 0. Do need to execute this loop. Okay, then execute this loop, and whatever the value. Okay, this value DB minus 1 transfer to DB minus 1 is one shift. Okay, then according index also become a shift, means if index is 9, so then next cycle it will index will be become a 8. Okay, so it this loop will execute 9 times. Okay, 9 times, and then after what will be happen, db tracking 0 is equal to 0, again the it will start from the 0. Okay, so now execute directly I will show here. Okay, so if my value is 1, okay, so my value is 1. Okay, so whenever the sensor will trigger, okay, whenever the sensor will trigger, the value will shift from here to here. Okay, for example, I am adding here value 1 2 3. Okay, I am value adding 1 2 3. Okay, so this 1 2 3 value will shift. Okay, then again the sensor will turn on, again the value will move. Okay, so this is the FIFO operation. Okay, so it's starting from 0. Okay, it's starting from 0. That's why we use a 9. Okay, so from 0 to 9. Okay, if we use starting from the 0, apart from this, we started here na 9, we started here na 9. Okay, so 9 will be started from here, otherwise it will transfer here this direction. Okay, we want to move this in reverse direction. Okay, that's why we use the 9 values. Okay, so again I am adding value for 55. Okay, and then move. Okay, so whenever the execute, it value will move. Okay, if value is 0, this value not will not rotate again. Okay, this is the FIFO operation. First in, first out. First in, first out. So we'll get the first out here in 9. Okay, so again 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4, and here I am adding double five. Okay, for example, what will be happen? Okay, so you see here. Okay, okay, it's moving this direction. Okay, G0. Okay, so it's moving from 0 to 9. Okay, so that we started from the 9. So 9 value means 8 value in comes in 9, 7 value come in 8, 6 in 5, 4 in 6, 4 in 5, 3 in 4, 2 in 1, 1 in 0, 0 in 1, like that. Okay, so this is our do while operation. I hope you understand this operation. So if you want to perform the FIFO operation, okay, first in first out. So this type of the instruction you can use. If you have any query, any questions, so you can drop the message in the comment box. And please do not forget to like this video. Okay, if it is very informative to you, so do not forget to like, okay, and comment. Okay, so thank you so much watching this video. We will meet you in the next session. Thank you. Take care and goodbye.